This is the Red Sox POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Boston Red Sox, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, after waiting out a 90-minute rain delay, all I gotta say is that was bleeping brutal. Sox walked off in the bottom half of the ninth inning, lose the series opener for the fourth time since the All-Star break. So again, they're trying to play catch-up in a series. And with that, we welcome you into our latest Locked On Red Sox postcast. I'm Steve Lennox, longtime play-by-play announcer and storyteller. As a kid of the 1980s, I occasionally watch Red Sox game on a small black and white TV. Former big league pitcher Scott McGregor used to tell me when we rode the buses together in the minor leagues that I had more useless baseball information, more useless information than anyone that he had ever met. Today, I still consider that a great compliment. Latest Locked On Red Sox postcast sponsored by Monarch Money. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB at Monarch Money for 50% off on your first year. We are providing reaction to every Red Sox game on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Our Locked On Red Sox postcast also available on the Locked On Red Sox podcast feed, which is free and available wherever you get your podcasts. Roman Anthony delivering the go-ahead RBI base hit in the top of the ninth inning, 90-minute rain delay. Jordan Hicks just did not get the job done after he got the job done on Sunday, did not get it done on Monday night as the Red Sox are walked off for the 10th time this season. You know, audience participation, even at this late hour, is encouraged. We want to hear from you, our Royal Rooters. Yes, our everydayers and our first-timers. Hit that comment button if you're on board with us on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel. Also, follow me on the X at Lennox on Baseball as we continue the baseball and Red Sox conversation there as well. This loss basically gave you every indication of what the Red Sox need. Starting pitching, bullpen, another bat, because the bats outside the top three guys in the lineup, Wilyer Abreu had 3 hits. But other than that, a lot of weak, soft outs. We're back to May, by the way, with Trevor Story.
This is what you'll be talking about.
Off for the 10th time this year. 14-21 now in one-run games. Walked off on the road on 10 occasions this year. Hey, Alex Bregman homered, 3-run shot. Bregman, along with Anthony in the leadoff spot again, and Duran. Anthony, Bregman, Duran, ABD. There you go. On base 8 times. Combined. 5 hits, 3 walks. Rest of the lineup, not so much. I mentioned Wilyer Abreu, 3 hits and a double. Nice to see him sort of breaking out. Trevor Story, 0 for 5, 3 strikeouts. 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. You've got to be able to add on. And 4 runs for the 3rd straight game today, Monday, into Tuesday on the East Coast. And across New England, 4 runs for the 3rd straight game. And 4 was not enough. And you go 3 for 14 with runners in scoring position. Story by himself, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Masa Yoshida, it might be, come on. Yoshida's not getting it done, hitting just 220. Since starting the season. Did he need more time? His bat shouldn't be in the lineup right now. Not deserving to be in the lineup. I don't know if it comes around, but a lot of soft contact and just not enough. Cedar Rafaela, all of a sudden, back in a funk, acting like it's early on in the season. 0 for 4 at the plate. Toro in that 9th inning reaching. And again, you wanted more than 1 run in that 9th inning. Johan Duran might be on the move here in the next 48 hours. You may not see him again in the series. Toro led off with a walk to start the 9th inning. David Hamilton, pinch running, stole second. Carlos Correa kept him at second. Hamilton thought Correa had the ball in his glove. The ball went wide of the second base bag, well to the first base side of the bag at second, but he had to stay put. Then he stole third. And boy, oh boy, would we be talking about it if Hamilton was cut down at third base, because with his speed, logic dictates that he's going to score from second on a base hit. And Roman Anthony, great at bat, had that RBI single, but then he was caught stealing. Bregman, F8 in the top of the 9th inning. Duran, a walk to keep things going. A stolen base, Story at the plate. Story retired, inning over. I don't know how things were relayed to the Red Sox dugout about the bottom of the ninth inning. It was on the broadcast. They were talking about it. First Nesson reference, Will Middlebrooks. I heard him say it. Hey, the weather's coming. They knew that weather was on its way. Jordan Hicks was all warmed up. All of a sudden, back from break, tarp being put on the field. And it was doomsday. And rightfully so. The radar said Minneapolis going to get hit hard. I'm sure if you looked at the radar, you're going to see a lot of pretty yellows and oranges and maybe some reds in there with the thunderstorms and everything. They were expecting hail. They really weren't expecting, when they got back underway in the bottom half of the ninth inning, to continue the game. A single and a strong at bat. And, again, bottom of the lineup doing it. Keirsey, 2-run home run, the number 9 hitter in the third inning against Richard Fitz, who, by the way, Rafaela, Abreu, Story, you guys are the reason. Your inconsistency is the reason the Red Sox need a bat. Fitz, Houck, Carter Crawford not pitching this year. You can go down the line with the starting pitchers. Giolito, inconsistent. Bayo, you can say, inconsistent. Box of chocolates, you don't know what you're going to get from one start to the next. Bueller, he leads the category in inconsistent. And that's why you want a starting pitcher of some ilk. Do you want another number 3, 4, or 5 starter? No. You really want a 2, a 2.5, a number 2, 2.5 starting pitcher, a number 2 pencil, somebody that you can fit in behind Crochet and understand that guy. You need a lot. A lot of teams need a lot. You can't fill all the holes. You can't solve all the issues that this team has right now, in the sense of when it's bad, it seems like the warts really shine through. That's a statement and a half. But you don't have Chapman. Hicks threw a lot of pitches on Sunday. Had to warm up twice. But still, you're called upon. A single, long at bat in that ninth inning against Keirsey. He reaches with a single. Then you hit 2 straight batters. Correa hits a seed to Bregman. They get the out at the plate. And then game over, as Brooks Lee delivers the 2-run base hit. And it felt like Dave O'Brien was a little bit surprised, but that base hit clearly going to score 2 runs. Walk-off win. And again, 10th time this season, the Red Sox have been walked off. You've got Thursday. That's the trade deadline. And really, and I understand, we've said it before, we talked it to death, you're going to go right down to the wire. But your trade deadline, if you're going to add, and they certainly should be adding here, and you want it sooner rather than later, I mean, Griffin, Jax, at this point in time, Nittany Lion talks with us a lot on the Locked On Red Sox YouTube channel after we go and put the episode up. He's ready to give up whatever is out of the minor league system, whatever a team wants right now, and that's what it is. It's a seller's market. You're going to overpay. And by Thursday, there'll be people complaining about what they gave up in the minor league system. And I'm steadfast in the Red Sox are in the same boat as every team right now in the American League that is contending for a wild card spot or a division. The Red Sox lost an opportunity on Monday night because the Yankees lost. And you're scoreboard watching at this point in time. You really are. Somebody said the other day, well, they were only 1 for 4 or whatever with runners in scoring position. Yeah, but this is adding up. Blue Jays also lost. Lost to the Orioles in Baltimore. So again, scoreboard watching. You remain 6.5 back and a game back of the Yankees in the AL wildcard race. So it's the Yankees, it's the Mariners, it's the Red Sox, and the Rangers are a half game back. And the Mariners have 1 less game played. So we're scoreboard watching. But it's ugly right now. 10th time you're walked off. I can't repeat that enough because that's a huge number. 21 one-run losses. This really may come back to bite them because you were really looking at a 15th one-run win of the season and winning 9 of the last 12 one-run games. And I've stated it. 11 of the last 13 games for the Red Sox decided by 3 runs or less now. That didn't change in my notes. That number stayed right there. And in that 13-game stretch, 7 one-run games. Brutal. Brutal. And again, you're playing catch-up. Twins score first. 8 of the first 10 games out of the break. 8 of the first 10, the opposing team has scored first. You're playing catch-up. Now you're playing catch-up in the series because you lost the series opener a couple of Fridays ago at Wrigley Field out of the All-Star break. You lost the opener in Philadelphia against the Phillies. You had to win the series finale in both of those series to avoid series sweeps. You lost the opener this past Friday night at home at Fenway against the Dodgers. That snapped a 7-game home win streak at Fenway. You win the next 2, you feel good. But the Red Sox don't want us to feel good for that long. You could have won. You were 3 outs away from a third straight win, 4 or 5. Guess what? In capital letters, did not happen. We hear from you next. Locked On Red Sox postcast. It's not Chris Paddock. He's been dealt, but it will be Lucas Giolito on the mound on Tuesday as the Red Sox try to even up this series at a game apiece. How are you feeling about that? Locked On Red Sox postcast presented by Monarch Money. Ever wish managing your money felt just a little easier? With Monarch Money, it can. Whether you're growing your savings or you're planning a big purchase, Monarch puts you in the driver's seat. It's like you having your own personal CFO, giving you full visibility and control over your finances. Monarch Money is more than a budgeting app. It's a complete financial command center. You can track all of your accounts, your investments, and spending in one place. So, in addition to managing your money, you're also building wealth. When you start using Monarch Money, you may soon realize just how you're tracking your money, how that's to your advantage, and you might ultimately learn where that money is going. You may notice how much you're paying for things like takeout or subscriptions. They all add up, and these things can add up quickly. Having everything, all of your accounts available in the Monarch Money app makes it easy to manage your money day to day. If you share finances with someone, Monarch Money is able to help you stay on the same page. Take control of your finances with Monarch Money. Use code LOCKEDONMLB. Again, code LOCKEDONMLB at monarchmoney.com for 50% off on your first year. That's monarchmoney.com, code LOCKEDONMLB for half off on your first year. Locked On Red Sox postcast also presented by one of our newest sponsors with Locked On. Yeah, let's make the transition there. Game Day Hue. Visit them online at GameDayHue.com. Again, Locked On Red Sox postcast, your team every day. Game Day Hue makes clean, no-logo gear with team-inspired colorways for every pro and college fan base. It's all about getting your colors and allowing your colors to speak for you. No giant logos, just smart, versatile style that works on game day, on the golf course, or even anywhere in between. You're going to love rocking it on the course. Subtle, stylish, and you can still rep your team. The hat pairs perfectly with your usual gear, and it doesn't replace your team's logo stuff. It just adds to the lineup. You're going to wear your colors. You're going to wear the new hat to tailgates, tea times, and just running around for errands. And you're always going to get compliments. It's the kind of hat that reps your team without screaming it. Subtle, but still says everything. And it's not just about the hats. It's here it is. It's right here. It's still in the bag because, hey, I'm not a golfer. But you can check out their split shade gloves made for the golf course or the perfect gift for the fan who has everything. Right now, you can get 15% off with code MLB15 at GameDayHue.com. That's GameDayHue.com. The code even stacks on bundle deals, so now's the time to load up. Let your colors talk because colors speak louder than words. That's GameDayHue.com, code MLB15. All right, let's get right into it. Giolito. Paddock goes to the Tigers on Monday, so I'm not sure if their TBA didn't look it up. 90-minute rain delay. And I'm going to tell you right now, it happened again. They got walked off again. 4 is not enough this time. Was enough on Saturday in a victory against the Dodgers. 4 runs enough on Sunday in a series victory. But holes in this lineup right now. I touched on it. Bregman not swinging it. A lot of soft outs from Alex Bregman. And again, 0 for 3 with runners in scoring position. Alex Bregman, your July, and Bregman, let me get here for just a second. I'm going to get myself in trouble. We've got a lot of comments. I don't know how far we're going to be able to go here. But Alex Bregman is sort of back. He got off to a good start in the month of July, carrying over from a good month of June. But a terrible just horrible month of May. But Story, last 24 games. So that includes a bulk of July. 28 hits. Last 24 games. 28 hits, 8 doubles, 4 home runs, 20 RBIs, including 2 games with 4 RBIs and 15 runs scored. But now 15 games and just 4 runs batted in. 7 RBIs back in the month of May. And just 15 games now, 4 runs batted in for Alex Bregman. Just wanted to share that just to, add on to the misery right now. I don't think we've ever had this many comments. And I see 99/2 with the Yankee logo in there. And that's a lot of comments. Andrew the GOAT is our leadoff hitter. Thanks to Jordan Hicks for losing the game for the Red Sox. He did. Jordan, come on, Andrew the GOAT. Stupid. I want him off my team. He's not going anywhere. I really don't think that. And if Chapman's going to be down from time, you're going to see Jordan Hicks in those situations. You may even see Garrett Whitlock in those situations as well, trying to get the final 3 outs, the hardest 3 outs to get in baseball, the final 3 outs of a ball game, especially on the road. Jordan Hicks is more of a liability than he is bullpen presence. No reason for him to come out after the delay. Thanks, Jordan. I'm not sure. And it's got to be. It has to be. I don't know that he needed to come out. Yes, he was announced, so you burn him. But did he need to come out and pitch that bottom of the 9th inning? Now, once he started, I assume he had to face the 3 batters, a single and 2 hit batters. Why was no one throwing in the bullpen? Or were they, and we just didn't see it on camera? But once Hicks, I don't know that he needed to pitch with a 90-minute delay. And that had to have been addressed by baseball. That's a 90-minute delay. You're running a risk there, getting them hot twice. And again, they knew the rain was coming. Did they maybe back Jordan Hicks off a little bit? He was announced. Christian Arcand on WEEI radio during the rain delay, and even on the TV side, he was announced as the next pitcher for the Red Sox. But with a 90-minute delay, did he have to take them out? I can't imagine. They had to pitch him in that bottom of the 9th inning after a 90-minute rain delay. But again, he gives up 3 straight base runners, like early last week in Philadelphia, you knew he didn't have it. And he gave you a glimmer of hope when Correa hit a seed, one right on the button to Bregman. Bregman came home. Bregman was thinking go 2 and just give up the tying run and get 2 outs there, but he came home and got the force out. Unfortunately, they couldn't get an out anywhere else on the field in that situation. These guys did their job just for Jordan to come out and screw it up for everyone. It was there, but that's what closers, that's the job. That's why they get paid real good money these days, and you can thank Mariano Rivera, the Hall of Famer, for that. Shocker, he lost. Fitz and Hicks need to get traded. They're bums. We had that game all day. And there was momentum there. You got the lead in the top of the 9th inning. If you could have gone real quick in the bottom half of the 9th inning, you could have gotten out of there with a win. Again, 90-minute rain delay. You go with the guy who had to sit and get hot twice. That's rough. And Richard Fitz, again, you're part of that big equation of pitchers. That's a big number of why the Red Sox really need to go out. And you've got to think about they want somebody they're going to have control over. I don't know that that's going to happen. It might very well have to be a rental. Think Cease in San Diego. Think the 2 guys in Arizona. But Craig Breslow should be on the phone or on the text messages right now. He should not sleep until Friday. Andrew the GOAT. Leave Jordan Hicks in Minnesota. Andrew, thank you. We all need a chuckle there. Where are we going here? Jordan again. And I stayed up for this. And you stayed up for this too. You not only stayed up for a 90-minute rain delay to walk off in the bottom of the 9th inning, you stayed up to be with us on the Locked On Red Sox postcast. Jordan, we may make up T-shirts for you or give you a hug virtually. Jordan again. Logan, hate to break it to you, but Fitz is what kept us in the game. Yeah, but you've got to be able to – you're a starting pitcher. You need to go 5, and he didn't. How many times do we have to say, we have to win the series? Well, you have to win the next 2 to win the series, right, Logan? CJS, bro. I don't know what that means, bro, but bro. Yeah, right back at you, buddy. I'm with you on that one. Jordan, on the bright side, at least the Yankees lost 2. Yes. Anthony had a great game too. Dang. He did. And Roman Anthony's showing you. He's really showing you a lot. The power's coming. I predicted it in Philadelphia last week. Did not happen. There was a lot of strikeouts there, but you have to be impressed with how he handles himself at home plate. Logan, we need another closing. Maybe we can get one at the trade deadline. Right now, it feels like you need everything. You really do. Cool, genuine Phil. Hicks needs to be DFA'd immediately. He has been terrible. I seem to remember on Sunday, if memory serves, he got 5 outs. The final 2 in the 8th inning, came in a tricky situation, then pitched the 9th inning as well against the Dodgers. Oh, well, on to tomorrow. Fitz was awful again. That from George. I want Hicks gone yesterday. That from Jordan. Here comes our Yankee guy. LOL. That's tame enough. Man, you're in here a lot. Where are we going? Jordan Hicks. Oh, come on. Here we go. I don't know how many you're going to get in here. Logan, Rafael is hitting like what he did in May and April. Yeah, he is. And that's a shame because he really had things going in the right direction. He did. And all of a sudden he's back in a funk. And that's that inconsistency that's driving everyone mad. Right? Just driving you crazy. Jordan, 99 over 22. Did your Janks lose tonight? Okay, here we go. John, amazing how, whoa, we're getting that off there. Come on, John, you're better than that. Jordan, all the Yankees' good players are injured. Oh, that's baseball. The Red Sox are just terrible. That's the difference. Okay, I see where we're going here. Now I know why we have 100 comments here. Yep, all right, okay. Brian, rain delay not fair to Hicks. He gets warm, then rain, and then come back out again. Yeah. And I don't know. I don't think they had to. I'd be shocked, and that's bad, and that's probably something that should be addressed. You're announced as a starting pitcher at the start of the bottom of the 9th inning the way he was. You wait out a rain delay. He should have been able to be replaced. You can't go to him. He's done. He was announced. You can't go to him if you go to the 11th or 12th inning. I don't think you would have anyway. But ask him to get hot twice in a little over 90 minutes, that's a rough one. I think Jordan's agreeing with Brian there. He would have shut them down if he got the bottom half of the 9th inning right now. Where are we going? I'm not sure. We're getting a whole heck of a lot in here. But Hicks right now, yeah, I would think the confidence, it can't be one good, one bad one. It can't be. Jordan, you know the Yankees actually owe us for the Ruth trade. Well, we'll take Judge at any moment. Yeah, apparently they want David Hamilton. I don't know if they think that's going to be a throw-in or a player to be named later after the fact with Carlos Narvaez or not. Let's try to end this on a good one. Thomas Hicks always gives up runs, and he's at a crossroads here. You're in the bullpen now, throwing 99. Put the slider a little away, and just locate the fastball better. We are allowing Andrew the Goat to be our cleanup hitter, our leadoff hitter, and our closer as well. Better than Jordan Hicks on Monday night in Minneapolis. Jordan Hicks from Andrew the Goat. It needs to be sent down to the little leagues. He's not good. It's enough. And that's where we'll close it out. On board, Lucas Giolito, Game 2, Tuesday night from Target Field. Day baseball on Wednesday for the series finale. Off day for the Red Sox on Thursday, then home. And it doesn't get easy. You've got Houston and Kansas City coming to town. Apparently, Seth Lugo's off the market as he signs an extension with Kansas City. We are going to be on within minutes of the final out of Game 2 of the 3-game series from Target Field in Minneapolis on Tuesday night. Hopefully, we're talking about maybe a trade for the Red Sox and, at the very least, a victory. Locked On Red Sox, POSTCAST, number one place to hang out immediately after every game. Locked On Sports, your Red Sox, every day.